Hey there guys, classichomer here and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Soul Silver Randomizer Nuzlocke. Last time we got up here to the Lake of Rage, caught the shiny Lopunny, who I didn't even go investigate anything about. I probably should. But I was more interested in going back to Mahogany, getting healed, coming back up here so we can fight more of these trainers. That guy is apparently not a trainer. There we go. I knew she had to be a trainer. She has the look of one of the ace trainers for the region. With the, like, tight top knot bun. Ace trainer Lois. All, all business, no play. She won't be your bae. Anyway, we're gonna try and kill this thing because I think it's just straight up psychic. So dark type moves should work really well. Really well. Especially when they get critical hits. And that thing was a ton of experience. Holy crap. Well, I get a real move? Oh wait, no. It's a physical move. Oh, I wish I could just look at your stats. Like you can in other generations. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to be using Smokescreen. I forget if Maggie's mixed or just all special. I think she has a preference for special attack, but I don't remember what the difference is between the two stats. Okay. We can switch, and we can check that. Oh wow. That's a pretty big difference. It's a good 15 points at level 28. Which means, you know, once we get to the levels that we'll need to be to take on the Elite Four and stuff, it's going to be kind of a big deal. In any case, what'd they say? Pupitar or Larvitar? Either way, Mr. Baldwin's the way to go. Pupitar. It's the middle stage before it becomes Tyranitar. And, it won't live to this. Not a chance. Not even a little bit. Man, we're almost to the point that my strongest Pokemon are as strong as Jasmine's weakest Pokemon. Yeah, it's a little bit on the nuts side. That the level disparity is that vast. Anyhow, now we're done up there. There's probably items I could try to find. I don't care. We're going to move on into what is going to be continuing the plot. Jesus! You seriously just have a Dragonite Hyper Beam a person? I mean, it didn't even look like a Hyper Beam because it, you know, ran into them. But considering what Dragonites are depicted to be able to do, that guy shouldn't be alive. Also, the house shouldn't be here anymore. Oh, right. This place. At least this will be good for leveling up. Because now we get pretty much endless battles with Team Rocket. And we get surprised every time we walk up to these Persian statues and it turns out they're an alarm system. Sure, the first time, oh wow, that's shocking. Every time afterwards, it's very obvious. Okay, that is a, that's bad. That's a bad thing to see. Crap. Well, I'm a lot higher level in it. This, oh wait, why did I use Thunder Punch? That was stupid. It's a dragon, it's going to resist it because it's electric. I should have gone with Rock Blast. Yeah, that did almost nothing, and didn't even get the paralysis. Because it's also Ghost, fighting and normal won't work. I'm pretty much just relying on Sarah's outright tankness to carry her through this. At least the Team Rocket theme's pretty good. Wah! And I got a critical hit, so You know, goodbye what's essentially the devil of the Pokemon world. Not literally, it actually is supposed to just stand for antimatter. But, you know, antimatter is the material, quotation marks, that when it comes into contact with matter, makes them both just stop existing. So, yeah. Kind of an issue. Togetic. I think Sarah's fine to use. Yeah. To be used for this. I'm going to go back to Thunder Punch just because it's more accurate. They're both going to be super effective between Thunder Punch and Rock Blast, and Rock Blast would be a lot more powerful. I'm not certain it's going to land the hit. And I don't think Togetic should be able to do anything really dangerous except for Metronome. And then, you know, that's just totally random. Oh, I forgot you had to fight more than one guy in a row. Oh, God. Right. And they're all so weak. All of them have such low levels compared to other things. It's still really fast. That, you know, it's just kind of like, whatever. I think I have to go through almost literally 20 Team Rocket battles just to get through this hallway. Unless I go and find a way to disable the alarm system. Okay. Marowak could be dangerous if I didn't have Mr. Baldwin on hand to drown any ground-type Pokemon I come across. Surf is so good. I know a lot of people prefer Scald, but, well, that didn't exist in Gen 4. And, I still like Surf. Surf is still a more powerful move. It's just not as, versatile. Scald can cause burns, and it can target a single opponent, whereas Surf, you're gonna hit everything in the battle. So, yeah, it's kinda, yeah, I don't know. If you're doing anything other than single battles, Surf could actually be more of a liability than a help. I still prefer it though, because I just don't like to do double battles. Also, I'm really glad that the 3 Pokemon I'm trying to focus on all seem to be able to cover one another's weaknesses. I mean, that is why I chose them. Do I have a third one? No. Okay, good. Let's go talk to the people upstairs. I just ran past them before, but I was wondering if maybe there's a way to, I don't know, stop the, whatchamacallits. Okay, no, I can't even get over to that radio, so that's not how. I don't know if there's a way to deactivate these alarms before having them go off constantly. So let's go down here, because there's another one. Maybe I just avoid all the Persian statues. I can find a way to deactivate them before I end up running into them all the time. Because, on one hand, I'm all for getting into all those fights for the experience. On the other hand, I could just go to another route where the wild Pokemon just are not that powerful and tell you guys, I'm just going to grind here off screen for days upon days. But I'll get all my Pokemon up to a high enough level that I won't have to worry either. And I can do it safely because why would I have to worry about like a bunch of level 10s when I'm nearly in my 30s? Man, that's a thing we could have had. Oh no, is it gonna make me flinch? Nope. All I was really thinking about there, I started remembering the IPOMs and the movie. Jesus. What's it called? Detective Pikachu. And I was just like, oh right. Those things are kind of creepy. Shoot. What do I do about a Ditto? I guess I'll just throw in Majima and hope to rip it to shreds before it becomes a Machamp? I don't know. Come on, kill it. One hit. Okay, wow. Yep, critical hit will do it. But the problem is, you know, I was kind of worried because all my Pokemon are really good. And if it became any of them, I might have trouble defeating it because most of my Pokemon have moves that cover their weaknesses. So like if it became Sarah, I have to worry about Thunder Punch if I were to switch in Mr. Baldwin or Nana. And if I put in Maggie, then I still have to worry about like its fire moves and high special attack against things like Mr. Baldwin and Sarah. Huh. Maggie probably would have been the right choice and then switch back to Sarah to kill it with rocks. But it was still vaguely worrying. Yes. There, now the surveillance system's turned off. I don't have to run into tons and 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 tons of Team Rocket members. On the other hand, now I just miss out on a bunch of experience. Oh well. Like I said, if I want to, I'm just going to go to a really low level route off screen and grind my butt off. A Cherish Ball. Excuse me, what is a Cherish Ball? I assume it's a Pokeball of some type, but I am not... Oh. It's one of those. So these things are the Pokeballs that you'll see legendaries and other mythical Pokemon that are given out during events. They'll be in a Cherish Ball instead of a normal Pokeball. I didn't know those things had a name. That's pretty neat. Also, it's very red. I thought it was still like the same red as a Pokeball, but then pink on the other side, but it's very red. Anyway, I kind of blanked out there for a minute. What was I picking up? A rare candy, that's right. I got a big pearl at some point that I can turn into money. Anything else good? No? Okay. That was all. Well, alright then. I probably would have to go and turn on the surveillance system the hard way to get into those encounters again. I'm just gonna put Maggie up front because, levels and stuff. Where does this go? Oh. Well, that sucked. I'm not even gonna look at that statue now. I think I already did before. We'll just purposely fight this guy. Well, that's messed up. We put landmines in our base. Ha ha ha! Deal with it, kid. I don't have a fighting type move on you, do I? Nope. Alright. Never mind, Maggie. Get out of there because even though you are far more than enough levels above this thing, I'm gonna put in the water type that'll kill it in one hit. Because it's a rock. Oh, it looks like a grass type because it's pseudo-wudo. Because, you know, it's pseudo-wudo. Like placebo, pseudo, fake. Yeah. Puns. It's not spelled right at all, but that doesn't matter. Also, this Cherubi doesn't matter. One of those, like, super rare Pokemon in Gen 4. I think you can only get this one from honey encounters, and Man, that stuff was BS. I hated that about Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum. And if they ever get remakes, I really hope they do not do it again, or they make it a whole lot more accessible and simple. Before, because it was like, what, you smother your honey on a specific tree, and then you have to wait, like, days, literally days, before it has a Pokemon on it. And then if you missed it, like I think it was actually 24 hours, we're fine. And if you didn't go back to that tree within 24 real hours, from 24 hours after you put the honey on, that Pokemon would just get away and you wasted honey, which was in limited supply, and I hated that entire system. No thanks. Kaboom! Because, you know, he's talking about the explosives in the floor, which, oddly enough, should act as encounters. A Pokemon I could maybe somehow catch. We're gonna put Valor up front because of False Swipe. Now, normally these are all like Gravelers and Electrodes. Oh, well, neat. Oh, it has Intimidate too. That's kind of cool. I like Intimidate as ability. I actually really liked always having Gyarados with Intimidate and abusing its bulkiness along with maybe another Pokemon's bulkiness and just chain throw out Intimidate Pokemon. So it's like Gyarados goes out, intimidates, comes back in for something else that will soak a hit and not die. And then switch back out to Gyarados again, then intimidates again. I know it's only like as effective as a Growl, but when you don't have Growl anymore because you got actual useful moves, it's kind of nice to be able to lower your opponent's attack. I don't know what to say about a Floatzel. Other than their crunching jaws are way more powerful than you expect when you're playing Pearl. And it might cause you to have a couple Pokemon die in a Nuzlocke. Definitely not speaking from experience. Oh, the past. Shoot, what to name this thing? Because it's a otter? It's a water otter weasel. It's like a weasel from the sea. So, Sneasel. Wait, that's actually a Pokemon name. Never mind. I don't have a good name for you because you're just not something that sticks out in my mind. I know that's the name of a famous dolphin, but that's all I could really think of to name you. Alright, well, with that out of the way, let's get Maggie back up front because, okay, I guess there were also chances to come across, like, Weezings or something here. Oh, come on, that would have been so much better! Oh, god dang! Why? I always get the garbage Pokemon, and then the game pops out something actually interesting. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, here's a Floatzel. It's a common junk water type from Gen 4. And then here's the pseudo-legendary. By the way, there's the pseudo again. For Gen 2, just right here. It's first form, so it'd still be a lot of work to get it up to the point where it would become good. But, man, would it be really freaking good because it's got like a base stat total of 600 or something? You know, the same way all the pseudo-legendaries do. What I'm really saying is F me. I would have loved to have a Larvitar and have it become a Tyranitar. You know what? I bet Sarah could take it. Mr. Baldwin's kind of running away with levels right now. I say kind of because it's all of one level higher than the other two, but that's, you know, the point I'm getting at. Also, Karate Chop. It's not like Sarah doesn't have a way to fight it. So, you know, we'll spread out the love. And now we can't catch any Pokemon within the Team Rocket headquarters. Oh, darn. Uh-oh. I forget. Do I have to fight my rival in here somewhere? Oh, I hope not. I mean, Mr. Baldwin is a good answer now to his Graveler, but that doesn't mean I want to come across it. I wonder if his Graveler will ever become a Golem. These things. They got new fun evolutions coming in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I actually am kind of into, even though they look like they're just like the Pokemon version of Kiss fanboys. They're still kind of cool. Oh, come on. Suddenly this area of the game's just been the Kingdra area. Oh, there's Wild Kingdra, this guy had a Kingdra, that guy's got a Kingdra. Everyone but the player has a Kingdra. When, you know, originally they were the super uncommon ace Pokemon for Claire. Like, I think she was the only one to have a Kingdra up to that point. So the fact that the game's just like, oh, whatever, Kingdras. Randomizer says everyone has Kingdras. It's dumb. I'm complaining only because I'm... Ooh. I like Brine. Brine's a really good move. Because it's 65 power, which is as good as Bubble Beam. But if they're at less than half of their health, they'll do double power, meaning it'll be 130. So it's the I'ma kill this motherfucker move. It is literally, I'm ending this guy because he's been such a pain in the butt for so long. The fight's gone on for way longer and been harder than it needs to be. Boom. Done. So, yeah, I really like Brine. Also, isn't that the TM you get from Crasher Wake? The water gym leader of Gen 4? Okay, well, I think this dungeon might end up being a little bit too long to fit into one video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight this guy now. This will be the last thing we do for the video, more than likely. And then, you know, that basically means I cleared this floor. And next time, we'll continue on and probably hopefully finish off the dungeon. Oh, no. Skuntakes are... Oh, man. They're a really amazing typing that, was actually really uncommon until Gen 7. Because it's a, what is it, Dark Poison? Which surprisingly covers a lot of its own weaknesses. Because, you know, Poison only really has two big weaknesses, being Psychic and Ground. And then Dark is immune to Psychic, so it's only really weak to Ground. Poison resists the fighting, so that covers Dark's weakness, the fighting. And basically what I'm saying is if you don't Earthquake those things, fighting them on an even playing ground is pretty rough. And then Alolan Muck got that as a typing, And it was the MVP when I played through Pokemon Moon. Oh man, that was so good. To the point I'm honestly considering on my free time doing a mono-type run of Pokemon Moon, where the type I choose is Poison. Which normally is, thought of as like a junk type. But when you get a Alolan Muck and Crobat and Toxapex and probably a Tentacruel as well for a good special tank, and Salazzle? I think that's what the evolved one is called. And you have room for one more Pokemon. All of those are actually solid Pokemon. Tentacruel is probably the weakest of them, or at least the one that everyone would turn their nose up to because it's super common. But if you look at its stats, it's actually not very bad. Same with Crobat, because it's a Zubat evolution. We were like, oh no, Junkmon. It's crazy fast. Anyway, that's enough talking about other Pokemon games. Next time on this one, we're gonna continue thwarting Team Rocket's plans. Have a good day.